Trigger warning. There is stealthing and reproductive abuse in this conversation, but this conversation needs to be had. And I do believe that this current climate is going to exacerbate divorces because women don't have many choices. And when spouses do this kind of thing, they deserve to be divorced. This woman posted this in the Am I the A-hole subreddit. And basically, she's just looking for validation for feeling normal human emotions after having her trust shattered in her husband. She says, Am I the a-hole for not sleeping with my husband until he gets a vasectomy? So she says, I, 35-year-old woman, have 4 children with my husband, a 30-year-old man. I'm having a hard time writing this. I keep info dumping unimportant details and have to rewrite. Basically, every time my husband's been in charge of birth control, we end up having another child. We used condoms when we got pregnant with our twins, who are 6, and we had no pregnancies for 2 years because I had an IUD. Car accident injury ended up needing us to use condoms for a while. Pregnant immediately, baby was born. That baby is 3. I got pregnant again immediately. That child is 2. For almost a year and a half, I have been pushing for him to get a vasectomy. There's always a reason it's not the time. He had to reschedule an appointment one time, and then it just never happened. Every time I bring it up, it seems I am starting from the beginning. I can't be on hormonal birth control because of medication issues. Early this year, I went through a pregnancy that I lost. It was a roller coaster of emotions because it was not planned, and we live in a state where choice wasn't an option. And while I wasn't opposed to another child in the future, not now. I was dealing with a lot of anger from my husband and parents, and then everyone just refused to acknowledge the pregnancy. I lost the baby at about 19 weeks. He left me to go to work in the middle of it. I should have gone to the hospital, but I couldn't unless I was going to take all of my kids with me. He then took a day off of work 4 days later for a stuffy nose. So basically, alone still with him in the house. I have not recovered emotionally. 2 days ago, he wakes me up for intimacy, and I asked to make sure he has a condom. He asked, Really? It's in a different room, the bathroom. I have to ask a second time. I even use the words, I can't get pregnant again, so get one. He doesn't put it on until I remind him a third time. Partway through, he says something like, I just can't. And it's only at the end that I realize he has removed the condom when a mess is made. I didn't say anything at the moment. I don't know why I didn't seem to really process what was going on. I was tired when it started. I enjoyed the activity, and I told him I love him even after I realized what went on. I am having problems because I am so upset with him, but I'm so excited to be around him. I forget how violated I feel. I feel insane. I feel like it's Stockholm syndrome, and I am watching myself through a window. I watched this person possess me who is just so happy to talk to this person who used to be the only thing that ever made me feel safe. I have been alternating between being angry with him and shaking with rage and sobbing. He is at work, and I've sent him a text that we need to talk tonight, right before I type this out. He gets off of work in 5 hours, and I have just been shaking and a wreck. I'm so scared that I'm going to wind up pregnant again. Losing the last one almost took me out, literally. And I don't want him to touch me again until I know his touch won't kill me. It feels so at odds because he's my only safe space, my only comfort, and the only one who's hurt me. I don't think this conversation will go well. He's so reasonable until eyes are on him for accountability. But it has to happen now. And frankly, I don't know if our relationship will handle the conversation going poorly after everything I have gone through this year. I am tired and now I'm going to be scared until I bleed again. Does he not care? I just don't think I can trust him anymore after this. And I think I'm having a hard time accepting that. I don't think there's any other step forward to repairing this relationship than getting him fixed. I don't think anything else will be enough ever again. The thing is, it's not about getting him fixed. That's not it. That's not it. He left her after she was having a miscarriage. He left her to be alone 4 days, and then he still didn't take the time off to help her heal emotionally from this loss. See, he stealthed her. He didn't listen to her concerns. He hasn't listened to her concerns about her body at all. So it's not about him getting fixed. It's not that. That's one part of it. The fact that he doesn't care that her body is going through all of this, and he hasn't taken a step back to see what he can do on his side to help her out. This is not a supportive relationship. This is one where he gets his rocks off no matter what, at the detriment to her body. Let me finish her post though. She says, I am sorry this post is a mess. I am a mess, and this is the best I can do. I feel like I'm going to have an anxiety attack just posting this. I need to get my wits about me so I'm not all emotional when I talk to him. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. Please and thank you. No, you're not crazy. This is reproductive abuse. This is stealthing. When you have consent to X and it's protected, and then they take that off, they have changed the consent. This is not right. This is abuse, and your body is not going to take it, and it's going to keep stressing out your mind. This is not a healthy way to raise your children and have a family. All right, let's get into some of these comments. Super Ultra Law says, the fact that he stealthed you, combined with you getting pregnant over and over despite using condoms, tells me this is not the first time he's tampered with the condoms. He needs to be a huge moron to not know how to use a condom, and yet he manages to work and be a functional adult. The math isn't mathing. He's tampering with the condoms. Getting pregnant 3 times despite using condoms correctly and that quick would be statistically impossible. He's doing something to get you pregnant on purpose. Only you can tell why. Does he want a big family? Are you in a religious group where it's encouraged to have many kids? Often, however, getting a partner pregnant is a way to control them. The more kids you have with him, the less risk for you to leave him. This is a huge red flag, and I'm hurting for you because no one deserves to be treated like this. It's not about him getting a vasectomy. That's too little too late. He has managed to get you pregnant against your will. He has stealthed you. He refuses to get a vasectomy despite you not being able to get on birth control because it's not safe for you. He refuses accountability, etc. So what's so good about this guy? The fact that you are scared of having this conversation with him tells us you don't even feel safe in this relationship. Make an exit plan. Refuse to have X with this man and leave. No amount of pleading or begging is going to change a man that doesn't care about risking your life and well-being for a damn nut. This makes me so mad. Like she says, you are underreacting. A lot of us in this comment section are feeling more rage or expressing more rage than she is, and she needs to be angrier about this. This person commented, I was thinking the exact same thing. He has to be tampering with the condoms. I want to be clear about this. Stealthing is great. Stealthing removes consent. Please get angry about this. Especially in this current climate, choice is important, and removing someone's choice is great, especially when your health is on the line. Get angry about this. If you live in a state where there is no choice, where the states have said you don't deserve to be able to control your bodies, you cannot allow a type of person to be with you like this in an intimate way. Absolutely not. Remove yourself from this situation if you're in this type of situation. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.